Hey guys, it's Monica at Academic Phoenix Plus, and welcome to a UV mapping tutorial. In this video series, we are going to be covering how to UV map a female character, and this female character is going to be Korra from the hit show The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra. She is awesome. So the master plan for this character is to UV map her, then texture her, then rig her, and then animate her, and maybe do some water effects. I don't know. Seems like a lot, but she's a really cool character, and I think she deserves a 3D version of her doing all that cool stuff. So that being said, if you are new to this channel, I post tutorials on a weekly basis. Software includes Maya, ZBrush, and Substance Painter, among other software. If that is your sort of thing, please consider subscribing. So bring out that creativity, open up your software, and let's go ahead and get started in UV mapping Korra, the Last Airbender. All right, so if you guys are interested in modeling her, you guys can see my fast version of it. It's like a speed sculpt that I did for this character, and I'll post the link up above. If you want to see a slow version of how to create a female character, I'll post that link as well. I did Katra from Shira, and that one is like an explanation step by step on how to do it. Now, the reason why I decided to choose her to UV map instead of Katra is because she's got so many pieces, which I might regret it later, but we'll see. Let's start off with her face. Let's start off with the head, actually. So here is her head, and yes, her ears are not my proudest, but hopefully if she's moving around a lot, no one's gonna notice that she's got like no ears. And over here on the right, we have workspace, and we're gonna go to UV editing. I'm gonna go to my perspective panel here, and looks like I have some sort of shading, X-ray shading. I've got all sorts of stuff on, so let me just turn all that off. Oops, she looks creepy. Press the number 6 on your keyboard to see the texture, and there we are. We're gonna start off with her head. Wow, that could really use a lot of help here. I'm going to turn on the grid, and you guys can see what that doesn't look very good. Okay, so let me isolate select by clicking on this little button right up here. And the first thing I'm going to do is basically just do a cylindrical map. So I'm just going to grab cylindrical map, and you may think like, oh, this is great. It looks perfect. Looks better, but it's not good. The trick to a head is that you want to create what I call a football cut. So up here at the top, I'm going to go to edges, and I'm going to turn off the grid because it's a little bit easier to see. And I'm also going to turn this on so you guys can see it in grayscale. It's a little easier to see as well. And basically what I'm going to do is just kind of go through here and basically make a cut along a line like this. So what it's going to look like, almost like an American football cut. So it's going to have a line up here and then this little Y. Now you can move this line up here if you want to. So there's a variety of ways, and that looks good. So I'm going to go here to my UV outliner, shift right click. You could go to cut. The long way is under transform. Scroll. Okay, not there. I usually just shift right click. Hold on, let me find it. Here it goes. Cut and sew, and then there's cut. That's the same way. Now the thing is like we do need to stitch these. So I'm going to select these edges here, and I am going to shift right click, stitch or sew. Again, the long way is right here under sew. All right. The next thing I also need to do is separate a couple of things. One of them is the ears. The ears are going to be the one that kind of messes up my UVs. So let's go ahead and grab those ears, if you want to call them ears. And let me see if I can shift right click and grab all of these little parts of the ear, including the inner ear and this part here. All right. Easy peasy. I'm going to kind of face it like this, like straight on. And I'm going to go to UV's planar mapping options and then choose camera. Make sure keep image with aspect is on and then apply. This is going to give you a massive ear, which I'm going to move to the side. And then, of course, I don't want to have any overlap and so on and so forth. So if you do not understand what I'm doing, I recommend that you go watch my introduction to UV mapping. It's a whole playlist, and it kind of goes over the tools and a little bit slower and explains why we cut, why we do all this stuff. I'll explain a little bit on the way, but in case you need, like if you're completely lost, I encourage you to watch that because that's more of an introduction version versus this is a little bit more advanced. Okay, so obviously I don't want any, let's look what it looks like right now. Oh, I have this on. Boop, right. We don't want any stretching. There's overlapping UVs, right? So you can see that we have overlapping UVs, which doesn't look good. So let's go ahead and grab some edges. I'm going to grab this edge here which goes all the way across the skull, which is the last thing I want. So let me undo, deselect there. And then I'm going to shift right click cut, or again, you guys can just play cut, press cut. Go to UVs, double click, move to the side, and you can see that we now have our UVs. Now this needs to be flipped. So again, you can shift right click and you can click on flip. The long way is under transform flip right here. Cool. All right, then I'm going to sew them together because now they're actually going the same direction. So shift right click, stitch together. Let's go to faces, right click faces, double click, shift right click, unfold, unfold. Doesn't look like much happened, but if we take a look at the UVs, you can see that it's looking very nice. It's looking like squares all the way along. I'm not too worried about the inside of the ear, but even that's looking okay. So hooray, we're gonna do it again on the other side. All right, let's grab some faces. Again, the grid's a little distracting, and I can turn this on too. So let's grab the ear, whoop, shift double click. All right, make sure you grab everything, including that inner ear. There it is right there. I think I got everything. Same story, we're gonna select this. UVs, planar mapping, move it aside. I'm gonna grab some edges, double click, deselect. I actually like to just deselect pink, the whole, using the UVs, which is kind of nice. And then I can shift right click cut. Go to my faces, split it, shift right click, flip. I've done this before, so that's why I know what to do. Let's select these edges, stitch together, select faces, and then unfold, unfold. There we go. All right. Now, of course, we can unfold as well, but I also have these eyes in here, right? So let me click on these two, double click, shift double click, shift double click, and I might as well do it to the other eyes as well. So these are the things that we really don't see, so I'm not too worried about the UVs for this particular ones. So I'm just going to UV map, again, planar mapping, move them aside, and maybe even scale them down. If you like, you can flip them so they're facing the right way. And if you want to, you can also unfold. Oops, it looks like I missed a couple things here. Oh yeah, make sure you grab them all. Double click, shift, double click. Don't want to miss anything. If I miss things, then I'm going to be like, why does it look so weird? All right, I'm going to face my camera like so. Again, planar mapping. There they are. Shift right click, flip. Shift right click, unfold, unfold. There we go. Now these guys really don't see them. They're going to be dark. They're going to be more like shadows, so I'm going to make sure that they're small. All right, so we've UV mapped the ears. There is a mouth bag, which I also need to UV map before I get to the final part, which is the head. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's select these guys here. Again, this is just a mouth bag. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I'm going to go ahead and planar map. Bink. And if you want, you can always unfold. There we go. So that's my mouth bag. As long as there's some texture information, this is probably going to be dark red. So if she opens her mouth, therefore she can, there's actually something in there. We also have nostrils, which will also be UV mapped. It's very interesting what it looks like right now. So I might actually tweak the mesh here and just get rid of these, because I actually just want to extrude these. And just to make sure, I'm going to have one low and one high. There we go. All right. So same thing. Shift double click, shift double click, shift double click. Let's see, I'm going to face them from above. UVs, planar mapping. Again, we're using the camera. Unfold. There we go. So again, this is going to be dark. So if I need this to, if somebody looks inward, they'll actually see something. Not just like the biggest fear is that they're actually going to see like her eyeballs or something. So you want to have some sort of geometry in there. You don't want them to see the hollow of the character. Let's double click on our faces now. Now that we've done our football cut, everything's ready to go. We are just going to unfold layout. There we go. Just like that, you get a nice quality UVs. Let's see what that looks like. Turn this off. There we go. So we now have a nice set of UVs. You can see that everything's laid out really well. I'm going to press the number 3 because this one actually looks better in number 3. And we have a really great UVs for the head. You can see everything's basically reasonably squares. I'm not too worried about the top here because this area is going to be covered by hair. And yeah. Looks good. All right, let's lay it out. The head is going to get its own UVs. So a quick way to do this is, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but just like anything automatic, you have to be careful. So we are going to go in and just click on layout and give me a warning saying you probably need to be in object mode and then click on layout. There we go. The biggest thing about layout is that I personally like to move things around. So let's see, so as you can see, put the left ear or the left ear on the right side and the right side on the left. So let me just switch those. And I wish I could stretch my head a little bit more, like make it bigger, take up more space, but I think it's fine. Let's see, is this the left side? Yeah, I don't know why it flips it. Let's go ahead and just put that in here. And this is the mouth, which is fine. Again, I can make it actually pretty small and no one's gonna be the wiser. All right, let me scoot this up. Now, there is room up here for more stuff. So if I need something connected to the head, such as maybe the cornea or something like that, I might consider adding it in here. But in general, that is how you UV map a head. Not bad. I know it's a little fast, but hopefully that made sense. That's called the football cut. You want to make sure that it goes up the head and then it splits. So you get like a little bit of a Y. Let me turn off the grid so it's a little bit easier to see. And there it is. Cool. Doesn't look like much happened, but she's now UV mapped and we can actually texture her in Substance Painter. Actually, what I'm going to do is her neck, because her neck does have skin and I want the skin of her neck and the head to be in the same spot. So I am going to go ahead and do that actually since I'm here. Let me just go ahead and grab the neck. There's a few N-gons that I'm a little worried about. UVs, I'm actually going to use cylindrical. There it is. I am going to unfold. There it is. And I do have, unfortunately, I do have some N-gons here. A lot of N-gons actually. So if I want to be picky, I can actually go in and do a multi-cut. And it's going to be pretty easy-ish. It lets me. Okay, I see. Click here, and anyway, I'll fix it. But you can just go across. So that's a lot of mesh, so I might have to... We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't mess up anything too major. Okay. All right, so let me shift click on this one, scale it down and place it inside the 0 to 1 space. Now the trick is that I do want this UVs and that UVs to match when it comes to texture size, so I can eyeball it. So you can see that my neck's gonna get more texture information, so I might actually wanna make this smaller so it looks about the same size as the grid. And if push comes to shove, I can always just extract the neck. I'll be fine. All right, cool. There we go. We just finished the head. We finished the neck. The next part is going to be the body. So hopefully you learned a thing or two. It is very exciting to UV map her because that means that it's going to get textured next, and that's when she really comes to life. So I'm excited. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you learned a thing or two, you liked it, or you want to see more of this type of content, please like and subscribe, because that is your message to me, letting me know that you like this content and that you want to see more. If you feel like somebody needs help with UV mapping, please share my videos. That would also be amazing. Also, take a look at academicphoenixplus.com. There you can find free resources such as 3D models, reference images, videos, and so much more. So take a look at academicphoenixplus.com, and you can also find some e-courses. Those e-courses are another way of that you guys can support me in my YouTube journey of bringing content to artists just like you. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'm truly grateful, and I will see you next time as we continue UV mapping Korra.